Well, good Saturday evening, everyone. I hope you had a great day out there. I know it was really hot. I'm here in the studio. Didn't really get to go out much into the heat. Thankfully, got to stay here in the air conditioning with my co-anchor here, Jabari. He's in the background. We're getting ready for the 10 o'clock show, and we are thankful that we didn't have to get in that heat today because it definitely was a fairly hot one out there. Actually, we reached around 96 degrees in Tuscaloosa. We've fallen a little bit at 83 degrees right now, but still a little mild out there, and maybe even a few clouds in the background. A lot of the state getting in on those 90s. Actually, everyone in the state getting in on those mid-90s and lower 90s for Coleman. But still, made for a hot day and feels like temperatures even into the hundreds. So, looks like we're going to be stuck with these 90-degree days coming in through the rest of July, because if you look statistically, what we saw over the past at least 18 days in July, we've had 16 days where it was either 90 degrees or greater, and only 2 days where the temperature was in the 80s. So unfortunately, it looks like the trend's going to be the 90s. So if you don't like the 90s, well, hopefully you can find some way to cool off. Now here's what the feels like temperatures will be for tomorrow, near that 107 degree range. Definitely is going to be a hot one out there. And looks like it's starting to trend off though, coming into Tuesday and Wednesday. And that could be thanks to some rainfall. I'll have more on that in just a second. But here is some tips for tomorrow, because it is going to be a fairly hot one. Just make sure you're staying hydrated. Limit your time outdoors as much as you can, and get indoors, because heat exhaustion will be something we're going to have to watch for, especially if you know anyone that's going to be outside for a long period. And check up on those pets and neighbors and your family, and make sure everyone's staying hydrated over the next few days. Now, we didn't really see any rain across much of the state, maybe 1 or 2 stray showers or thunderstorms, but didn't really cool off a lot of us here. Now, maybe we'll see a little more tomorrow. I think this model actually overdoing it just a tad, but still gives us a sense and an idea that it's going to be a random, these storms are going to be random in nature, and of course, if anyone gets in on any of that, they're going to at least have a cool down in their part of the state. But again, until then, we're going to stay mostly dry. For tonight, in the mid-70s, and a mild one at that. And tomorrow we're going to be in the upper 90s. Could be the hottest day of the year so far. We're going to have to watch and track that closely, but wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 stray showers or thunderstorms. Here's what your 7-day looks like coming into the week. Notice those rain chances moving on up, coming into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We still hold on to those 90s though, but fortunately maybe we'll get some rain in here and help us cool off a little bit on these hot and sweltering days. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend, and stay cool.